Hi, I'm Gordon Young with Maximum PC. I'm about to show you the most powerful gaming micro tower PC I've ever seen. Falcon's brand new Tiki Z. You've probably seen the Tiki before, but you've never seen a Tiki like this. Falcon has stuffed more hardware in this PC than I've ever seen in a micro tower, including Digital Storm's Bolt 2 that we looked at a couple months ago. The big difference I'm going to show you right now is this. This is Nvidia's misunderstood Titan Z video card. Yes, a $3,000 video card that's the equivalent of 2 graphics cards. It's almost as fast as 2 Titan Blacks on one card. The Titan Z takes a lot of power, so Falcon actually integrates a 600 watt Silverstone power supply. That's just enough to get it done. Also, since the card makes a lot of heat, Falcon put a nice little window here with an intake to suck air, cool air into the case from the outside, vent it out the back. But what do you do about the front? Well, they've actually cleverly installed an exhaust in the front of the machine, and there's a sealed duct that blows the air out. I'll tell you, I've been running this benchmark right now for a few minutes, and this machine's making a lot of heat. But the good thing is not heating up the inside of the machine, because when you get a case this small, there's no way to get rid of the heat. But we are in a machine that's about 4 inches thick. How does Falcon do this? Let's take a look inside. Amazingly, Falcon didn't just put the Titan Z in here. As you can see from looking inside here, there's also a 4 terabyte hard drive, 2 SSDs in RAID 0, a Devil's Canyon processor overclocked to 4.4 to 4.7 gigahertz depending on the workload, 8 gigs of RAM, and even a Blu-ray burner if you still do optical discs. All of this fits inside a machine that's 4 inches thick. This basically gives you the performance of a normal SLI or dual crossfire system, but in a micro tower. With this new Tiki, Falcon also made one big change to the machine. Normally they would have a granite base here. Some people didn't like it, kind of reminded them a little bit of a tombstone. This is actually a solid chunk of aluminum that's been billeted out and custom painted. As you'll notice, the machine is custom painted. I bring this up because this is a beautiful paint job. Falcon, in fact, made it a point of getting this machine in front of Maximum PC, because a couple months ago, I said Digital Storm's Bolt 2 was the most beautiful custom paint job I've ever seen. They wanted to prove this is better than Digital Storm's. In fact, it is in some ways, because Digital Storm's is actually a ceramic coating, almost a powder coat if you'd call it. So Falcon is saying, Digital Storm, yeah, that's nice, no imperfections, but theirs is not custom painted. This is truly a custom paint job that you would consider hand painted, whereas the powder coat on the Bolt 2, some people might not think so. I personally still think it's paint, and it is gorgeous, but I will say this paint is also gorgeous. One more thing you should know, this is not a cheap machine. It's got a $3,000 video card with custom paint, 2 1 terabyte SSDs, hard drive, blah, 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 custom paint. It's $7,500. That's a lot, but look at what you can run. This is not a cheap 1080p panel. This is actually a Dell 24-inch 4K monitor, and I'm driving this off of a micro tower. You could never do that on a micro tower before because you didn't have the power with a single GPU. But this Tiki Z gives you basically dual GPU performance in a micro tower. That's the first we've ever seen. So that's Falcon's brand new Tiki Z. Come back to MaximumPC.com for more video reviews.